What do you think of Donald Trump's tweet today calling for a year in jail or loss of citizenship for flag burning? Of course, that can't happen now. It's constitutionally protected. But what do you think about that?
Steve, I disagree with you. It's not constitutional protected. The Supreme Court ruled that way, but a ruling by the Supreme Court, according to Article 3 of the Constitution, is only a suggestion if it's not supported by the executive branch and the legislative branch. And if you look at Article 3, there's also opportunities for Congress to limit the jurisdiction of the courts and tell the courts what cases they can hear. I passed a bill, my last year's majority leader, telling the Supreme Court that they could not hear a case on flag burning. It passed the House, it never got through the Senate, but that's what the Congress needs to do. They need to pass a limiting jurisdiction bill telling the judiciary that they can't hear cases on burning the flag, and then pass a statute making it illegal and providing a punishment for those that do so.
So Congress can pass those bills that you just talked about. Someone gets convicted of burning the flag and they're sentenced and they appeal it and it goes to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court is going to sit there and look at their previous ruling, and how do they reconcile that?
That's up to them. They're an equal branch of government, but the point is if you read Article 3, there's a glaring omission in Article 3. There is no enforcement mechanism in Article 3. Enforcement of rulings by the judiciary has to come from the executive branch and or the legislative branch. And it's very clear in the Constitution that they'll have to deal with that and wrestle with that.
Right.
But we as Americans need to understand, and Trump needs to understand, that a ruling by the Supreme Court is not settled law.